Welcome back to my channel, mamas. If you guys are new here, my name is Antoinette. I am an online strength and fat loss coach, and I am a new mom to a 6-week-old. We're going to be hitting some glutes and legs today for my postpartum mamas who are short on time, or you're currently in the newborn trenches like myself, and you're looking for a quick and efficient workout that you can do at the gym or in the comfort of your own home. I'm going to show you an at-home version of this workout, and then we're going to head straight to the gym so you can see the gym version as well. But I wanted to touch base on a few things before we hop right into these workouts. The first one and the most important one is to make sure you are cleared by your OB, your healthcare provider, after giving birth. Just remember that everybody's pregnancy is different. Some people may have more complications than others. Some people may need more time healing their body postpartum before hopping into workouts. So always make sure that you are cleared by your healthcare provider and try out these workouts at your own risk. The next thing I really want you guys to focus on is to always listen to your body. This is the most important. Just because you're cleared does not mean that you can just hop straight back into doing any strenuous workouts. You want to make sure you are listening to your body. Slow down the workouts, have that mind to muscle connection, really listen to your body and make sure that you are not overworking yourself. If you feel like anything is off, then most likely you're pushing yourself too hard. So if that's the case, then stop the workout and try a different alternative that feels better on your body. We always want to start light and progress slowly. So like I said, just because you're cleared at 6 weeks doesn't mean that you can pick up that 40-pound, 50-pound dumbbell and just start going crazy with it. Make sure you're just going slow and just honoring the postpartum process. This is all a new process. This is a new journey. So we really want to make sure that we are healing our body first, making sure that we are doing movements that promotes postpartum healing, and just progress slowly. It's okay if you don't feel as strong right now as you did before you got pregnant. You will get there. Remember that the small wins matter the most, and just take your time throughout this postpartum journey. My next tip is to don't skip any warm-ups or stretches, but this is so important to make sure that your muscles are nice and warmed up, getting ready for your workout. We definitely do not want to injure ourselves, especially after having a baby. So make sure that you're always warming up properly, making sure you're stretching, making sure you're doing your cool down. All this is so important when you're hopping right back into a workout routine. And the last but not least, consistency matters way more than what you think. We are not going to try to aim for perfection. We are aiming for consistency. So some days you may be lucky and get a whole hour workout in. Other days you may only get 10 minutes. If you always aim for perfection, more than likely you're not going to last long in your postpartum fitness journey. So I always advise just aim for consistency. Maybe one week you can only get one workout in. Maybe the next week you can only go for a walk. Whatever it is, always just stay consistent. That is the most important. Forget about perfection. Stay consistent. That is my biggest tip. But those are the little tips that I have to hopping back into your fitness journey. We're gonna get back in shape. We're gonna aim to stay strong and healthy. But I know you guys are waiting for this juicy leg and glute workout. Let's stop yapping. Let's get into these workouts. All right, so we're doing an at-home workout, starting off with some stretching. Like I said, it is so important that you stretch out your muscles, especially if you are freshly postpartum. We do not want any injuries. And our priority right now is to heal our body through all the trauma, the changes that came with giving birth. I did each stretch for 30 seconds each for a couple rounds, making sure I'm all stretched out and ready for this workout. The first exercise I am doing is some goblet squats with my 𝗖𝗢𝗡𝗘𝗥 band, doing some body weight squats, making sure my knees are pushed out against the band, keeping my chest upright and hitting at least parallel with the squat. If your baby is fussy, or maybe you don't have any weights and just want a little bit of a challenge, you can always pick her up and do some squats as well. These were so challenging. I mean, she's only 10 pounds and I was actually struggling. So it definitely does make a difference just holding your baby, just getting them involved into the workout. Up next, we are doing this little superset that literally had my glutes on fire. So we're doing some glute bridges. I am holding at the top of the rep for 5 seconds and then slowly going back down to the starting position, making sure that my core is nice and engaged. Remember, postpartum core engagement and working on your pelvic floor stability is so important. Doing this workout indirectly targets your core. So you're getting a bang for the buck, working on your glutes while also working on your core. And then we're doing some pulses right at the top. I did 10 reps for each one, and let me tell you, this had my glutes on fire. The next workout, we're just doing some glute kickbacks, so we're targeting the glutes again. We're making sure we have a flat back, kicking straight out and up, feeling the burn at the top of our glutes. We did about 15 reps on each side. And then the last exercise I am doing with my long loop 𝗖𝗢𝗡𝗘𝗥 band. You guys know I love this band because it is so versatile. You can do lower body workouts, upper body exercises. You can stretch with them. There are so many different things you can do with them. So if you guys are looking for a long loop band or resistance band, then please check out my website. But I am putting this around my shoulders and just doing some reverse lunges on each side to give the exercise a little bit more resistance, make it more challenging. And I'm making sure I am putting my knee almost towards the ground. It doesn't have to hit the ground, but you want it close by. That completes the at-home version of this workout. Super simple, super quick and efficient. Give yourself about 15 to 20 minutes to get this exercise done. And like I said, the small wins matter the most. Just because you're working out from home does not mean that you cannot get results. So just always keep that in mind. Now we are doing a gym version of glutes and lower body. Starting off with some squats again. I'm actually doing this superset where I'm doing 10 bodyweight squats with my black 𝗖𝗢𝗡𝗘𝗏 band, going straight into some weighted squats. You can do so many different kinds of goblet squats. You can do a Smith machine. If you're up to it and feeling good postpartum, you can use a free weight like a barbell squat, or you can just do it simply with a dumbbell. It just depends on how well you're healing, where you're at in your fitness journey. So just always listen to your body and do what you feel is best. Up next, my favorite exercise, hitting some RDLs, which stands for Romanian deadlifts, to target those hamstrings and those glutes. Keeping my back straight, my legs bent at a 30-degree angle to target those glutes while also targeting the hamstrings as well. Pushing my glutes all the way back, keeping my shoulders retracted, chest upright, and going all the way down as far as I can while again maintaining a flat back. We never want our back to protrude or bend over because that can put a lot of pressure on our lower back and we don't want any injuries to occur. So just make sure that you're not going down too far. Up next, we're doing some wide stance leg press. So that way we can target primarily our quads, but also getting some of those glutes as well. Making sure I'm not completely locking out my knees at the top of the rep, and I'm making sure my knees go all the way to my chest. We want to make sure that this is a whole full rep. I felt pretty good, so I added another 45-pound plate to this exercise. But like I said, everyone's journey is different. So if you feel like you need to go a little bit lighter, then absolutely do that. We are freshly postpartum. There is no rush. We will get back to lifting heavy, but we have to be conservative right now and listen to our body by all means. Up next, we are doing some glute bridges with a glute band, of course. I'm using a 20-pound weight, keeping my knees out against the band and having my feet as close as possible to the body so that way we can target those glutes. Holding it at the top of the rep for a second or so and then slowly going back down to the starting position. Doing some body weight glute bridges for 10 reps, and then we're pulsing it at the top for 10. So this is a whole superset, doing the superset for about 3 rounds, really getting those glutes fired up. Last but not least, we're doing some step ups with a kettlebell and pulling our knee up towards our chest for each rep, making sure we are straightening out the leg that is on the platform. This workout was so good, honestly, and it made me realize that our bodies are capable of doing so many great things after giving birth. Just remember that you are stronger than what you think. Also, give yourself time, give yourself grace. Do not compare your journey to someone else's and focus on getting stronger every day. If you guys like this kind of video, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to check out my 𝗖𝗢𝗡𝗘𝗏 resistance band online, and I will see you guys in the next video.